They're going to end up having to turn around eventually. They're going to hit the edge of the map. Unless they ride all the way to the South Pole. Eat penguins forever. Did pretty much have to chase them to the South Pole. But I got them. These deserters I was sent after like 3 months ago in-game. There we go. We'll go ahead and hire these manhunters. They're not very powerful, but they are cavalry. Upgrade that guy to a knight. Alright. My bow's better. Alright, now I'm way off at the very edge of the map. I need to go back to Raven. Yeah, wow, I am really way off at the edge of the map. Go to Kudan first, I've never been there. Now I'd like to take a word from my sponsors. This summer, 2016, June, they're coming out with a new movie. It's starring Jack Black and Uma Thurman. Jack Black will be playing the part of Charles Foster Kane in Citizen Kane 3. It's I just got a text from my Hollywood people telling me that this movie is going to happen this June. They've started filming yesterday. They expect to be finished up in 2 weeks. It's a rush job, but they've got a hot script. I think they can do it. Jack Black will be Charles Foster Kane, and Uma Thurman will be playing the part of the boxing robot.
Wow.
So, should be a real nail biter, folks. Who will win in the box off? Box off? Is that a word? I'm gonna say that's a word. That's gonna be a word. In fact, that's not a. This isn't even up for debate anymore. Box off is now a word. I wasn't saying that as an option. It's a word now. No one can argue. That's another thing that I'm saying is not an option. That's your argument's invalid, as it's been declared. You can't argue. You're a part of everyone, so, and everyone can't argue. I'm gonna sell this man some people.
So you're human trafficking?
Yes, actually, but only with people who fuck with me. Not taking cattle anywhere. Fuck cattle. I'm gonna go vegetarian just so we'll get rid of cows. Tiger bandits. See, there's a video game called Street Fighter, and there's a character in there. I can't remember his actual name. Why can't I remember his name? He's the kickboxer dude. And he says Tiger Uppercut, but for a long time I actually thought that he had come from a snowy, mountainous forest, and he was saying Taiga Uppercut. Like T-A-I-G-A. Because the only way I'd learned about the names of places was through the game Magic the Gathering. And that was a card that you could tap for either, I believe it was green or red mana. This has been 90s Chat with Curtis. I can't believe that game actually still exists, by the way. People still play it. Sagat, yes, that's the name. And he says Tiger Uppercut, yes, and I always thought it was Taiga Uppercut. Like it was the name of a mountain. Oh. Thank you, bank robber. If you can tell me what movie that's from, I don't know. Thank you.
Bank robber?
Thank you, bank robber. In the last 10 to 15 years. It's fairly recent. It's recent-ish. It's not old-timey. It's not 90s. I'm gonna give you another hint. It's not Citizen Kane. Or any derivative of Citizen Kane. No, I'll give you another actual hint. It's got Denzel Washington in it. Any guesses? Anybody? It's got Jodie Foster in it. Denzel Washington is the man who says thank you, bank robber.
This one is the paraplegic.
I don't think that's a real movie. I think that's something you just made up. That doesn't have Denzel Washington in it. I think that's got Morgan Freeman, which makes you a racist for confusing the two.
I'm not racist.
Mm-hmm. You know who would say that? A racist. That's who would say I'm not racist.
And you are incorrect. The Bone Collector is Denzel Washington.
Oh, well, then I'm a racist. and because I'm willing to say that, that makes me not a racist.
Whatever. Well, I know you're not racist. But I'm just saying that the Bone Collector did have Denzel Washington.
Then what am I thinking of? What movie that had bones in it that had Morgan Freeman? What am I thinking of? Morgan Freeman bone movie. That wasn't me typing anything in. I was just yelling at Google. Morgan Freeman bone movie.
I don't think there was one.
Are you sure?
It was just wrong.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sure Google isn't wrong? I think it's Google's fault.
Maybe 7?
The Bone Daddy. Is that a movie?
The Bone Daddy?
Yeah, I think that's a movie.
Sounds like it might be familiar.
I'm pretty sure it's a movie, and I'm pretty sure it's not a porno, even though it really sounds like a gay porno.
The Bone Daddy?
I think it's just Bone Daddy.
Isn't that like a semi-cartoon?
I don't think so.
Jack Skeleton's got Bone Daddy.
Maybe I'm making stuff up.
I think you are. No, there is. Rutger Hauer was in Bone Daddy.
Oh, well. He's our favorite. We've got a poster of Rutger Hauer on the wall. And this isn't even a joke about, like, Citizen Kane 5 or whatever. I actually have a poster of Rutger Hauer on the wall. From Hobo with a Shotgun. Because that is one of our favorite movies.
Awesome.
It's got hobos. It's got shotguns.
Yep.
What else do you want, people?
Great. Lots of violence. Yeah, Rutger Hauer was Bone Daddy.
Rutger Hauer's basically the white Morgan Freeman, so...
Maybe. But other than that, I think you were just making stuff up.
Might be true.
Yeah.
I may have done this in the past. Like 20 minutes. What am I delivering this to? Jarl, what's his face? Jarl, what's his face? Not delivering shit to nobody because they're all feasting. Factions, let's see, are they at war with anybody yet? Alright, 3 days till the war against the Vigers. The truce against the Vigers is over, which I'm guessing they're going to probably declare war again since they're not declaring war against anybody else yet. Hopefully I'll be able to be a part of that. So I'd really like to stab some dudes. Thank you, Night God XX. That's incredibly good advice. Ugh. I wish I'd known that over the last, like, 150 hours I've put into this game. How do I not know that? Let's see. Visit the tavern, see if there's anybody...
That's good advice to have.
Seriously. It's gonna make this so much easier to deal with. Does this say ransom broker? I think I have... No, not a ransom broker. Take a walk around the streets. Take it to the streets. Look, I made that joke already today, too.
Yeah.
Caravan to tier. Yeah, I'll escort that caravan. It's going 5 feet. Ah! Ha ha ha! Ha! Wow!
That's pretty great.
Wow, that's helpful. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to end up with them in a fight or something like that that I'm not catching up with. But yeah, no, that's incredible. There we go. Thank you. Alright, let's join this tournament. Maybe let's not get blasted out in the first round again. Can I manage to not suck?